Whoa, here we go. Oh, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, no time to edit. So we have two patterns. So we can call this A and this one B. All right, looking at each figure, you were supposed to create the fourth and fifth figures. All right. So I always start by writing 4 and 5 if you haven't done already. So I know I have to create the next two patterns. So this pattern is pretty easy. So we'll do that one together if I want to challenge you for pattern A. So again, I see 2 dots, then 4 dots, then 6 dots. So I'm going to know right away that I'm going to have 4 rows of 2. So if you can show me 4 dots, then that's all I need, and it's marked. So the fifth figure should have 5 sets of 2 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you have that done, you're going to have to go down to pausing for technical difficulties. All right, so we're going to have to go down to, for each pattern, explain how you know. So again, you have to explain. So for B, I could write the pattern is adding 2 dots each figure. Now that's one part of the question. I'm going to have to make a prediction for the 100th figure. So again, a prediction is just a guess. My favorite word is guesstimate. So I could say there will be 200 dots in the 100th figure. Because, and I will quit writing, I would just say because since there's 2 dots in figure 1, I would multiply that by 100 to get 200 dots. I know I ran out of room and it looks like Slimer puked all over my screen, but we'll move on. That was a Ghostbusters reference. So question 1-20, you are supposed to write the following numbers in words. So these are the numbers that you will write in words. So if you do not know how to write decimals in words, you could turn to page, on the spot, 14 for a place value chart. Let's do 2 together. Let's take 1.3. Don't write 1.3 because that would not be the mathematical way to explain it. Instead of 1.3, you would write 1 and 3/10. Mathematical, 1 and 3/10. And I can't write tenths. 1 and 3/10. You can't write 1.3.
You read that?
Let's look at 0.4. And mathematically, you would write 4/10. And so on and so forth. Reversing your thinking below, write the decimals that go with the following words. We have 35 hundredths, so I know decimal place to the tens place to the hundredths place. Or, as you see it, 0.35, 35 hundredths. I will let you do the next 2 on your own. Next side of the worksheet, we have a bunch of shapes. So, to be confused, if you click to 1-22, these are the words that you are supposed to write on 1-21. So, out of the 6 shapes that we have, you pick out of those 9 which words describe those shapes. So again, perimeter means outside. If you're making a fence, you're probably, closing in your yard. So all you're going to do is add your side lengths up. So again, we have 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3. 8 plus 8 is 16. 3 plus 3 is 6. 16 plus 6, 22. So again, get in the habit, if 22 is the perimeter, add centimeters to the shape because we always label our area and perimeters. So again, we know what this shape is, and it's one of them on our list. We would write rectangle, so on, so forth. So again, make sure you add all the sides, add all the sides, add all the sides, put the name for the shape. Pretty simple. Moving on to the last page. So again, 122, those are just the words that are describing the shapes on the previous problem. So you don't even have to do anything with those, but write them on the previous problem, 121. Last question is use the bar graph to answer the questions below. So again, days of the week are listed. Number of people who showed up on those days of the week at the county fair. So again, how many people attended the fair on Tuesday? Find Tuesday. You have to find what the graph is going up by. It looks like it's going up by 1. So each is 1, but it's saying in the thousands. So right here means 1,000. This would mean 2,000. I'm pretty sure you can figure out what that line means. Which day had the largest attendance? Look at your bar graph. Where is it the highest? Then what was the total attendance? So you're going to have to add up Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Now, you don't need to add them up like the thousands. You can add up your single digits and then add the thousands after. That might help you out and save you lots of place value. So not the greatest video I've ever made, but kind of on a time crunch. Hopefully you got something out of it. And